And we are back. You can hear Taiwan asking for a line judge. The great Mark Keenan is stepping up to
the butcher boy.
The butcher boy.
Who will be the lucky
So
last
Chris
one?
Gavigan
He
back
said,
here
"Save
on
the best for
commentary again
last."
for the last match of the evening. In the first day of the World Championships, we have Joe Kaplan and Dan Grant, and my co-commentator for this very special match is the legend from Galway. We've got Joe Gallagher. How you doing, Joe?
Mighty now, Chris. Mighty now. It's a pleasure.
You've been begging for this opportunity.
Oh yeah, sure.
You need the exposure.
The voice of handball here now.
The voice of handball, gee, Mac.
You're
going to take Ollie Cassidy's place that quickly.
I've been taught by the great Ollie Cassidy.
Well,
one more.
You're in great hands. You've been playing a lot of handball recently. Were you playing today?
No, not today. No, today was
playing
rest
tomorrow.
Day. We'll try and hit the ground rolling tomorrow now, hopefully.
What time are you on tomorrow?
12 tomorrow now.
Wow.
So
12:30.
I'm expecting a big Galway
Here we go.
crowd.
See, you got a guilt trip.
The crowd will
Thank
be
you.
here
We have a chair for
waiting
you.
for you.
That's it.
So
This is about to tip
they're just
off.
waiting for a short line judge, and we'll be ready to go here.
Should be an interesting game to wrap up.
Last game of the day. So we've got Dan Grant, Team GB had a really good doubles display earlier.
Okay.
Against the great Joe Kaplan.
Okay.
Joe Kaplan
Gotcha.
won the 2009 World Small Ball Singles in Portland. He won many doubles titles with his friend and doubles partner Caesar Sala.
Okay,
another
guys.
great New Yorker, so shout out to Caesar.
Not to put pressure on you,
Joe.
but the last game was exciting. Let's put on a show for the last game.
Taiwan asking for
There
a
we go.
big show from
Okay, we
these two
have-
open players.
One and only Dan Grant, and we're playing the legend, the legend Joe Kaplan. We're gonna save the serves. Had to tell Joe, as it is.
Again, the last game of the day. So,
It
Joe,
is
what's your
tough.
thoughts on the courts here
So,
in
Dan
the UL
takes
for
the
these
serve of the
World
first game.
Championships?
I think, geez, it's a fabulous setup. Like,
Let's get
you
this
couldn't
show
ask
on
for
the
anything
road.
more. You have everything on your doorstep, and there's loads of room, and there's
Here we
no
go.
excuses.
Zero.
There's
Please.
loads
Zero.
of kids playing. It's always good to
It's
see.
great to see. It's like Brafey's back again in a way.
Except this is brighter and cleaner and nicer.
The ball was called out. Point to the server.
Dan Grant
The
gets
score
off the
is
mark.
at 1, plays 0.
It's 1-0 up, so Dan Grant serves out to
Two bounces.
Joe playing aggressive straight off the bat.
Side out. Point to the server.
I've noticed to it, all the Americans, they're trying to keep
Joe to
in
serve
on the short
at
line.
1 all.
Yeah. So Dan goes saying the doubles played very well. He was in at the short line. He boxed out Eric Lee really well and made sure that Eric Lee was outside him for the majority of the game. Now, in the second game and
Ball is
the
in at
tiebreaker,
2-1.
the errors from the Team GB did tell, and Team USA won that out.
Point.
Oh, shit.
But this is a different level now of small ball that he's going to be up against Joe Kaplan.
3 plays 1.
Joe's got more experience than everyone else, but he's still a top player.
I'm giving
Side
the
out.
commentator's curse
Point to the
there now,
server.
Chris.
Hey, I do that for everyone. I'm an equal opportunity
Dan to
commentator
serve at
curse
2
type
plays
person.
3.
So Dan goes for a big serve down to the left. Joe
Side out.
capitalizes
Point
with
to the server.
ball being up.
You just can't give Joe a chance in there. He's going
Yeah,
to crucify
he's so aggressive.
The score is 4 plays 2.
Goes down the right, gets enough
Our
of a
ball
hook
scores
just
on
to
the
put it
left line.
into Dan's body a
Point to
bit.
the server.
A natural hook to the left. Gets into
Joe to
serve
serve
again.
at 5 2. Outball call.
So
Side out. Point
So
to the
you're
server.
replacing the great Ollie Cassidy today. Big shoes to fill, Joe.
That's it. Big shoes, wherever. All he's gone
What catchphrases have you got set up for us?
Dan to serve
wait.
at 3,
For all the Cocoa Pops?
5.
For all the Cocoa Pops and sharing is caring, sure.
Oh, this is it.
Right.
You didn't bring a stack of sandwiches a
No,
mile long.
no.
That's a great shot by Dan.
Or a flask of tea. Or
Flask of tea. But he said he talked about getting a flask of tea and bringing it to handball. I've never
4.
seen bring
Place
anything
5.
to handball except his gear.
no,
So
he's
Show 4.
he does talk about the food, but
yeah. So all he has to
You have
get
one serve
much
remaining.
deserved grief on this stream.
Yeah.
It hasn't got enough grief today in the stream, to be honest.
Out ball was called. Side out.
And
Point
there
to the
from
server.
Dan Grant there.
back to the handball now, Chris.
This is it.
Joe
That's
to
the way it
serve
goes. So
at 6.
give Ollie a
Place
bit of
4.
abuse and then back to handball. That's the way this stream is going to work. Good kill
Point.
by Joe. Joe looking for the ball back quick. He wants to get this going. He likes to play at a pace, Joe Kaplan.
Ball is in. Joe to serve at 7. Plays 4.
It's a hand
Out
there
ball.
from
Point to
Dan.
the server.
Yeah, again.
I feel Dan would kind of want to get in now
Yeah,
to
the
serve.
score
See,
is
those are the
8.
shots he was
Plays
getting
4.
in earlier, but like he knows that the pressure's on now. That's a good serve down the right. And picks it up.
Point.
His
Gets
angle.
aggressive. He gets out. This is where the games were different earlier. They were all trying to step off of it, where Joe's not moving from those lines for love nor money.
He's very, very aggressive. And his
Just give me 1
angle,
second.
he's
You mind
pulling
watching the
his
short
player
line?
around the
You mind
court.
watching the short line for me, and I'll take this one. Thanks. 1 second. Never mind. He's here. He's back. He's back. Thank you. That was a point to the server. Joe serving at 9-4.
A good hook to the left there. Dan
Point.
moving Dan all over the place.
As Ollie would say, he's really holding the duck
The
egg
score
there in
is
the middle of the
10.
court.
That's exactly
Plays
it. That's where you
4.
got to be. Do all that damage from the middle of the
Ball.
court. It's a simple game when you
You have one
when you
serve
talk about it in
remaining.
such simple terms, but Dan under pressure here. Joe with the
Point.
shot down the line. Again, great control. And he said, you know, Joe
11
Kaplan won
plays
the
4.
50 plus and the
Ball.
50 plus
You have
division
one serve
in
remaining.
the US Nationals into 3-wall and the 4-wall earlier on this year.
The
So
ball is out.
he's
Point
looking
to the
to
server.
add the open small ball title and the big ball in the 50 division. So
Ball is in. Joe still
He's gonna
serving
be a busy
at
man
12,
by the end of this
plays 4.
Ridiculous.
Point to the server. The score is
So,
13.
Joe, you were
plays
watching
4.
Mikey's game the game before.
JC's. It looked like he was going to pull one back, but
Yeah.
it's like this. Sometimes they'll come off for you, and more
Side out, point
times
to the
they
server.
won't. But Mikey will be back.
Mikey's a top player and very put in a
Thank you.
brilliant performance against Willie Polanco there.
Dan to
Again,
serve.
he's against the
With the score
best of the
being
best in
5.
the small ball
Plays
division. So
13.
there's no shame in getting.
Ball.
He had his opportunities though. He'll be ruined that.
I got it.
He'll be
Is it-
ruining that.
I get the
basically.
next one.
He'll be hoping now for the men's A title, probably back in action
That was a short
Tuesday.
ball.
Finally.
He also has the
Right.
open doubles. So
Then you have
with
one
Cormac
serve
Finn,
remaining.
so there's plenty in him. Yeah. We have 5:13 here. Dan drives it deep. So puts it down the line. Ooh, big hand
Team
there
down.
from
Point to
Dan.
the server.
He's just forcing it
I have
now,
it.
trying.
I
Yeah,
got it, Joe.
and again, he's under a lot of pressure from Joe. You know, every shot he knows that he has to make every shot. Earlier on, he was playing so
That was
free.
side
Like
out. Point
you
to the
know, whereas-
server. Joe serving now.
when the pressure
With the
comes on,
score
it just
being
makes it really
14,
difficult to have a natural
Plays
swing.
5.
It's just Joe's really in the rhythm now, and he's settled.
Yeah.
Whereas
That's a good pick.
great pick, big rally here now.
Can't leave it up like
Point to
that,
the
though.
server.
You can't leave it up like that.
One chance.
He knows himself that that wasn't the shot to leave in front to Joe Kaplan. Joe just smoked it down the line.
There's no mercy showing there.
Yeah,
That was a point to the server.
smoked it off the left-hand sideline.
The
So
score now
here
is
we go.
15, place 5.
Dan needs a big pusher.
Ball.
That's short. Not far off being a very good serve though.
You have one serve remaining.
He has it all in his locker. You really can't tell what way he's going to serve the ball.
Point to the server.
It's a great shot. Just feathered it in.
16, place 5.
It's a great shot. That's
Point
a
to the server.
good pick
2
again.
bounces.
Joe hasn't lost any of the speed anyway. He got in there quick. He just hasn't moved from that white line down the
Ball
middle
is
at
in.
the moment.
The score is at 17, place 5. Team
Disappointed
down.
with that.
Man down. First
Dan,
timeout.
Dan takes a
He will be
timeout.
serving at 6th place, 17.
6-17 down. Big hill to climb, but again, against a top class operator, former champion.
I said, ooh.
So, Joe, you've been getting plenty training games over the last couple of weeks.
That's it. Sure. Playing the great Chris
I
himself.
don't know. No, you put me under pressure all the time. But you got to say there's a great Tormakeady was a proper hive of activity there the last couple of weeks.
Brilliant. It was brilliant. It was just
Great training.
Any night you could go down and you could meet anyone down there.
Yeah, it's a big shout out to Michael Lang and Mark Heenan and all the Tormakeady crew for putting up with us the last couple of weeks. They've given a lot of the Galway and Mayo lads and whoever else turned up for games.
And your
Gave us a home.
accommodation there was open arms.
They're top class operators in fairness. So,
Big shout out to Tormakeady Club.
yeah, we see Joe Kaplan coming back into shot there. And in the background,
that part.
Christian
Okay,
Blackerby.
guys, resume match. Here we
Okay.
go, guys. Then you have 2 timeouts remaining in the first game. Joe still have all 3.
You just hope
Dan to
Dan
serve
can build
at
a few
6th
points
place,
here now
17.
to carry into the second game.
Ball.
Dan goes for a big serve, unfortunately he hits it short. He's going for trying to get
You
that
have
angle
1
serve
serve
going.
remaining. Hold it up. Hold the serve. Okay, you still have 1 serve. I saw him coming.
Taiwan reserves that. He thought Christian was going to come onto the court there. That's a tough one to retrieve. Well picked by Dan.
Go for it.
Joe knows exactly where Dan was going to go with that.
Oh, shot.
That's a great shot though.
Brilliant passing shot.
Top class play by both players. Dan has to work so hard for
That
each
was the
point
point.
here.
He just smiles there. He knows.
He knows he's under
Still serving
pressure.
at 7th place, 17.
It's a good serve though. He drives Joe deep. One thing about Joe is he very little hand errors.
No, there's none for it.
Nothing in the ground. Doesn't put anything outside the lines. Just really solid fundamentals.
The ball was
Whereas
called out.
when you've got 50
Side
years
out.
of experience behind you.
Point to the server.
Earlier on, I was talking to Paul
Hold it
Williams, who Paul started
Joe
the
to serve
ICHA, the Inner
with
City Handball
18,
Association in New
place
York,
7.
and he came to Ireland in 1992 with Joe Kaplan, doing an exhibition. What were you doing in 1992?
Side out.
I wasn't
Point
even
to
a
the
talk,
circle.
Chris. I said, God knows where I was back
That's
then.
18.
that's a worry. That's a worry.
I'm really showing your age now, Chris.
But I wasn't doing much in 1992. I wasn't doing an awful lot myself. Now
Okay.
I was around though.
The nappies are on back then. wasn't it?
I think I was just out of them. It would have been 4. But yeah,
For the viewers,
It's okay.
they can make
It's okay.
up the maths themselves there.
Sorry, gentlemen, back into the game.
I'd say
That was a
I hope the
serve
viewers
with
can do the
9,
maths. I'd be
please.
worried if they can't. To be honest, there's a few that definitely can't. It's a good serve down the right.
Point to the server.
Still,
Yeah.
Joe's getting his hand to it.
Dan faked to the left there and put it down the right. That was a good serve.
The score is now 10.
Dan
plays
just trying to pick up
18.
a couple of points and pick something up for game 2.
Point.
Ridiculous serve.
Yeah, it's a big serve in fairness.
Big serve.
The score is 11. Plays
So
18.
you're not on until 12:30 tomorrow.
Half 12 tomorrow, and
Point.
hopefully now we can get the show on the road. The first game's always going to be a big game.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, you're not like me. I'm on at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Dan still serving with the score
Are you an
at
early
12.
bird, Chris?
Plays 18.
I've already got my excuses in
Point to the
in
server.
line anyway, just in case. Sure, I was on the commentary all day.
No.
13.
You've
plays
watched
18.
enough of the experts here now. You should be well able to
I've been
show.
watching the experts for 20 years.
You
It hasn't
should-
made a
You
difference
have
so
one
far.
serve remaining.
You just watch and learn, isn't it? What they say.
This is it. Okay, Joe gets in there.
Hold it up.
Replay.
Yeah, it's a replay.
That was a block ball.
Dan's done
serving
well
with
this last couple of
serve.
minutes. He's just
At
kind of
13,
pulled it back
plays
in.
18.
He was taking the last 7 or 8 points in a row. So he looked short.
Yeah, I was going to say. It's difficult to see from up here, but
Point.
Looked like it was inside the line in fairness.
The score is now 14.
Ben
Plays
is
18.
He's on a good
slowly
run.
building himself back in.
That's short as well.
Fall. I saw fall. For the
He's,
serve? Yeah. You have
He's
one
going for
serve
the
remaining.
big serve down the left.
the line judge is, I don't know why he's watching, but that's a good shot.
Point.
Great shot.
Side out. Point to the
Just-
server.
He kind of gets down low in his stance. You see that bang straight from the hips.
Joe to serve.
Line judge is
The score is
really
at 19.
jamming to
Plays
his own
14.
tunage.
Yeah, he's doing his own thing, isn't he?
Oh, big
bad
chance there.
hand
mate.
That's a point to the server.
Bad hand there. Yeah, Dan would be disappointed with that. It was,
That was a point for Joe. Serving at game point. Plays 14.
so we're almost at the first game here with Joe serve this out.
Wow, sir.
Oh, it's a great
Great
shot.
Server side down.
That was a great shot. It was a good serve.
Brilliant
Dan,
serve.
Dan just read it and he got a hand on it. He kind of hooked it.
Just put
kinda-
straight
Thank
back
you.
down the line again.
Yeah, whatever way he hooked it off the wall
Dan
there, he
just
actually
getting
took
up,
a spin to the
serving,
left
serve up.
and took enough off it. Like Joe actually
The
thought it was
score
going to
is
go out past the long
15.
line.
Plays game point.
Now we're game point. Big serve from Dan. That was well picked by Joe. He's going to go again. Oh,
Point to the server.
It's well played from Dan. Just giving Joe a toward the court.
he's not far away from it though.
The score is now 16. Plays 20.
Fairness, Dan going for a big serve, trying to win this. That was a good pick. Ooh,
That's a point to the server.
didn't get it.
Dan is fairly quietly come back into this game.
Yeah, he's just been chipping away, and he's been really aggressive. His serve has been
Dan to
really
serve
aggressive.
at 17.
Is he going to go
plays
with that
game
big
point.
angle serve off to the left again? Just goes straight. Didn't get it that time. That's outside.
Ball
That's
was
the
caught
game.
out.
First game.
Game 1 goes to Joe.
So we're going to take a
2
quick
minutes
2-minute
for game
break,
2.
and
Game
we will
guys.
be back in
Nice play, yeah.
for game 2 this quarterfinal. So we'll see you in 2 minutes. And we are back. Myself and the mighty
Okie
Joe
doke.
Gallagher,
Here we go.
Galway's finest. So what
Joe
can
will
we?
be taking the
In fairness,
first
you gotta
serve
say Dan really made a run
in the second game.
at Joe in that game, but in that first game. But
My linesmen are ready. Yes, we are.
Dan has to do
Here we
an
go,
awful lot to make
guys. Good
points,
luck.
where Joe seems to pick them up at will in the middle of the game.
You'll be hoping for Dan's sake he can start fast now in this game.
Yeah, you want to see competitive games, and
Joe serving.
especially
The score is
again,
0.
especially in the
Plays
quarterfinals,
0.
the World Championships. You don't want to see someone blow it out. That's a really good serve by Joe.
Oh,
So
The ball was
outside.
called out. Point to the server. The score is 1. Plays 0.
Good down the line with the serve from Joe.
Joe
That's
into
a
the
really
server.
good, really good control. As I said, his control off the lines is so good. He goes left or right,
That's
keeps
straight,
inside
I
the
got you.
lines. He's just
Makes the game look so
so simple.
That was a
It
point
is
to the
way-
server.
If it was as simple
Joe
as that,
serving at 2
we'd all be
plays
doing
0.
it, but it's not.
That takes years and years of practice on the court.
That's why Joe won world titles before.
Point to the
So
server.
I know he's looking to repeat it again.
Hold it up.
They're going to hold the ball while the ball strays onto the court.
Here we go, guys. Joe serving still at 3-0.
Joe's jumped out to a 3-0 lead straight off the bat.
Aggressive
Going
serve
down
on
off
the-
The
the
ball was
line.
called out. Point to the server.
It's a good call by the line judge.
It's a pressure job, that job.
Yeah, look, you actually have to concentrate. Makes it, which can be hard as the day goes on. You see
The
so
score
many
is
games and you're in there on
4-0.
the courts.
It's brilliant to
Point.
see people willing and volunteering for the job.
There's a mountain of volunteers,
The
and
score is
every
now
one of them has
5
been so
plays 0.
important, Joe. No
That's-
more than yourself.
That's not-
Been,
It's only
Out ball was
there's a
called.
long,
Point to the
there's a
server.
long week ahead, Jason. and
I gotta say, your brother Niall as well dug me out of a hole of refereed in under 13 games for me while I had to go on
Okay.
commentary.
Thank you.
So
It's okay.
fair play to Niall as well. Big shout out to Niall.
Do you want the same one?
we'd like to encourage people to
That was a
come
point to the
forward
server
if they
at
can
6,
at any
plays
opportunity
0.
at
Yeah.
all. Just every hand counts.
Joe with an opportunity. Dan digs out, puts it back down the line again. It's a good
Point.
shot by Joe.
Just his control. He hasn't moved from the short line.
He doesn't need to. Like, he
The
has
score is
Dan
7,
moving
plays
everywhere at the
0.
moment. So he jumped out to a 7-0 leader. Joe with enough of a hook just to
Great
get
job.
to
Side
the
out.
left. That was a
Point
good
to the
shot by
server.
Dan.
Let's see what Dan can get going here.
Dan, good kill by Dan.
Dan to
He's
serve
psyching himself
at
up
1,
here.
plays 7.
Expecting a
He
big
knows
serve.
he has to go aggressive.
Fault.
It's a short.
You have 1 serve remaining.
Joe gets down low.
Hold it up.
So he's replay.
Replay.
Then you still have 1 serve remaining.
So we're 1-7 here.
It's a
Good deep serve.
You feel he has to
Stands his
shoot
ground.
it.
Point. 2, plays 7.
It's a really aggressive serve from Dan.
Yeah, and Joe, it's working. That's
Side
where it
out.
all stems
Point
from.
to the
Big
server.
serve that gets in deep.
Right? Okay.
He'd be disappointed.
Dan taking his first
Dan's taking
timeout.
a timeout because
Coming back, Joe is serving at 9.
he's been
plays 2.
under pressure. This is Dan's third game of the day, third match of the day. So probably feeling the pressure a little bit because the games have gone harder as the day has gone on.
There's no easy game here at
No.
the Worlds.
No, he played Evan Murphy in
In the first game.
the
wasn't
first
it?
game. Beat Evan in 2. From what I remember.
With the doubles, Dane.
Yeah. So, like then the doubles they went to a tie break and now
What is?
a 9-2 down. This is the toughest game of the day where he's playing the number 2 seed.
Okay.
He'll
So-
have to,
Okay,
he'll
thank
have to dig deep here.
So we're going returning to the court now.
Joe didn't even leave the court during the time.
That's 20 seconds.
Just,
Just
he's
chill
just
out.
raring to go.
20
Relaxing.
seconds.
Gotta say, Joe's on a good run.
Here we
here
go,
at
guys.
the
You guys are
moment.
ready?
And 9-2 up.
Here we go. Dan have 2 timeouts remaining. Joe have all 3. Joe serving at 9, plays 2.
Joe serves a short,
Point.
close to the short line, keeping that pressure on Dan,
10
making him move
plays
left
2.
and right.
Ball.
Short.
He's really going. He's attacking that short line. As
Yeah, and he's putting it down the right. You'd wonder if he's thinking
Joe, you have 1 serve.
just getting a bit of practice in, maybe for later in the tournament. He knows that he'll be in there on the other side of the draw. Not that he'd be thinking that far ahead, but you know, that's a great shot.
Just
It's
Point to the server.
like it's great control. Instead, no, like if you can eliminate
I
hand
know,
errors
right?
and
I'm
bits and
like-
pieces, you keep the ball in.
That was a point. Joe serving
Seems
at
like a very
11,
simple
plays
tactic,
2.
but
it's easier said than done.
Ball.
short ball there called by our referee Tyrone Cook.
It's
have
brilliant to
1
see kids playing both sides of the court.
Slide out and point to the
I
server.
wonder who that is.
The brother.
The brother. Does he not know you're doing an important job?
Look at him.
Dan to serve at
He's
3,
laughing at you.
plays 11.
Laughing at you.
Ball.
Big shout out to Johnny Westlake. I know he's
1 serve.
listening to the stream, giving me abuse on WhatsApp. Nothing new there, but appreciate the support, mate.
Outball call. Point to the server.
Dan puts it out over the sideline.
Joe to serve at 12, plays 3.
This is a bit of a carbon copy of the first game.
Yeah,
Joe jumped out to a lead and he's taking control of the
Slide
match.
out. Point to the server.
Dan's back into serve now.
Dan's back into serve.
You'd be
The
hoping
score
we can
is
build a few
Dan-
aces.
Dan's actually getting frustrated by the.
Yeah. Jason. Yeah, more. It's okay.
As the li-
It's turned
keep
it
the
into
momentum
a,
going.
he's the line judge
Yeah.
that wants to be in amongst the action.
That was a point. The score is 4, plays 12.
he nearly went for a
They're
game.
telling him, sit there and don't move.
Glue him to the seat.
Good serve from Dan. Opportunity for a draw.
Goes for the
Drops
lob.
over.
Ball was
it's
out. Slide out. Point
Just
to the
out.
server.
I'd say if it was an inch or two,
We just
out.
had too many Weetabix this morning.
this is it.
Joe to serve. Score
Right.
is at 13, plays 4.
The return to serve from Dan is
Slide
good
out.
now.
Point to the
He's-
server.
He's
Yeah.
not allowing Joe. He's not setting him up.
Yeah,
5,
he's not
plays
leaving him
13.
around the middle of the court as much. But
Point.
He's getting the vicious
it's a good
success
serve.
now.
putting the pressure on that deep serve. But if you can see what Joe's first instinct
6,
is to attack
plays
the ball on the way
13.
up.
He's not letting that ball.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Oh,
It's a
Side out.
tired
Point to the
shot.
server.
big
Dan.
hand there.
Yeah, he just
Just
It's
when you
not
felt,
Joe to serve.
just when you felt
At
the momentum
14,
was
play
kind of
6.
shifting his way.
yeah.
Ball.
It's a shot. It's definitely
You have 1 serve.
it's a short and a screen, I think. That.
Outball
hand
call.
there from Dan.
Point to the server.
These were shots that he was missing earlier. Again, as the day goes on, you get tired. This is where the top seeds have
The
a bit of
score
an
is now
advantage.
15, play 6.
Good shot from Joe Kaplan.
What a
He
pick.
picks
What
it.
a
Side
shot.
Great
out.
pick.
Point to the server.
Was one
Dan-
shot to the day.
Dan was
there.
moving early on that. That's a great finish. He's happy with
Dan
that
to
one
serve
anyway.
at 7, plays 15. Good ball. Point to the server. At 8, plays 15.
Games very much following the same
That's a
sort of
point.
a pattern as the first game.
yeah.
It's nearly a carbon copy.
9 plays
Joe with a
15.
big lead and Dan trying to eke his way back
Oh,
into
he
it. That's
does
a
it
great
again.
serve.
2 in a row.
Oh, that's a great serve. Again, it's that body fake to the left that really
Oh, the
threw
serve?
Joe out.
Here we go. Ball is in at 10 plays 15.
That's a good serve by Dan
Ball.
as well.
I saw
Ball
fall.
call.
That was a very close call.
Ball. Yes. You want a pill? Okay. Good. You have 2 serves.
That was
Two
called
serves. So
good.
it's
2 serves.
overcalled.
10, 15.
Big serve.
Point.
Good
Just
shot.
Dan's just begin to control the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
11, 15.
The,
Ball.
the next couple of points is the win in the match.
It's
either
huge.
way.
It's huge.
You have 1 serve.
Right. That one wasn't as much down the line as the others, but still not a
Chance
bad
here
serve.
now.
That's it.
Wow,
back.
big. What?
Outball
Looked
call.
outside, yeah. It's
Point.
outside.
We're seeing all the exhibition shots coming out there.
Yeah. With
Look at the back.
just out as well as it was an inch out.
Okay. Second timeout at 12:15. Dan serving.
Joe going to stay on the court again. He's
Oh.
going to take a chill time this time.
Was it Joe that called that time out, was it?
I think it was Dan. So we are
Welcome.
at 15-12. So at the O'Neill's.com World Wall Ball Championships here in UL in Limerick and the UL Arena, where we get the last game of the day in the quarterfinals of the small ball singles with Joe Kaplan and Daniel Grant from England. So good few open matches on tomorrow. Start a lot of the open one ball, big ball matches are on the stream from 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock. So the stream will be going from 9
We have 10
o'clock
seconds
tomorrow.
remaining.
Starting at 9 o'clock, it'll be going all day. Last games are going to be at 9 o'clock. We'll be doing commentary on all the open matches and other
Here we
select
go.
matches.
Resume match. Dan is serving.
We'll be
Then
here
you have
all
1
the way
timeout
until the
remaining
finals on
until
Friday
the
the
second game. Joe have all
23rd.
3.
When we see the open singles
The
finals
score
at
is
3 o'clock and the doubles finals
12
later that evening
plays
at half
15.
5. So stay with us here on TG Carr Sport on the YouTube page. Share it with all your friends if you're here.
Wow.
Point.
That's a great shot by Dan
Back to
Grant.
the- what a
So
shot.
if you're around in Limerick this week, it would be great to see you call down.
The
There's
score
day
now is
passes to be got,
13,
and
plays
there's
15.
Loads of games. There'll be 1,000 games that are going to be played in these courts over the next 5 days.
Oh, good
It's a
ball.
great shot.
What a shot.
Side out, point to the server.
This game could go to the wire.
Dan questions.
I said good. I called it good. You appealing? Yeah.
Yeah, it dropped in. So
Joe to serve at 16, plays 13.
I think our line judge is almost nodding off.
Our
There.
ball was called.
He just,
Side out.
just as you say it, he wakes
He
himself
just
up.
what? He just
doesn't know
shook
what's
himself
going
free. Right.
Dan
Yeah,
to serve
fist
at
bump.
14,
Joe
plays
Kaplan almost
16.
going to sleep there as well. He just after serving one out over
Ball.
the sideline and something we haven't seen all game from him.
It'd be brilliant to see a tiebreaker, Chris, to wrap up the evening.
You haven't been sitting here all
Then
day,
you
have
have
you?
1 serve remaining.
No, it would be good. Be good to see a finish,
Big
a big finish for the day, the first day of the World Championships.
Oh,
Good ball.
he went
Dan
Side
went
out.
first.
He
Point to the server.
He's aggressive.
Joe to serve at
As I said,
17,
the stream
plays
will be
14.
running here from 9 o'clock in the morning until around 9 o'clock at night. So there's loads of handball to be watched.
Point to the
here.
server.
Schedule will be on the Facebook page and all the social medias. So if you have someone that you want to see, if you've got
was
a
a
particular
point.
person you want to follow,
The score is now
Um,
18,
go on
plays
the social
14.
media pages, find who you want to follow. And I would suggest you follow the great Joe
Point
Gallagher.
to the server.
You know, that's just me. I'll be following your results, mate.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks. I'll be doing the same.
Joe to serve. The score is at 19. Plays 14.
So we're 2 points away from match. 2 points away from the match for Joe Kaplan.
Point to the
Look at that
server.
for
And
control.
as I say it, we get to match point.
Class
The
is,
score
2014.
is match point. Plays 14.
class is permanent, Chris.
The World Ball quarterfinals. Dan Grant tries to keep in. That's a great
Wow.
finish, and that's
Good
the
game, guys. Let's
That's
give a
the
round
game.
of applause for the last
Okay,
match.
so that's the end of day
Congratulations,
one.
guys.
That's the end of day one at the O'Neill's World World Ball Championships here in UL. Big thanks to TG Carr and our sponsors O'Neills.com. We'll see you 9 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll be here all day for the next 5 days until the World Championships finish on Friday. So stay with us, follow us on the social media pages, and we will see you tomorrow.